Hello everyone, it's Santi here and welcome to another FPL video on my channel. This is my Game Week 30 team selection, so walking you through how I'm looking to set my team up in Game Week 30 and the transfers that I could make heading into the Game Week. Looking at Game Week 29, I'm still on a red arrow after wildcarding and scoring 90 points in Game Week 29. It's a tough one to take. I think managers that used the bench boost chip in Game Week 29 really benefited a lot. I've got about 19 points on my bench with Haaland without a fixture. So if I could have used my bench boost as well, but I think my team was just in a terrible state. I had to play my wild card and hope that the chips that I still have available in the triple captain and the bench boost can help me improve the rank. But I think Game Week 29 is one of those games that I can't really do much about. I had to wildcard, and I expected managers who use the bench boost to actually have a better score than me. So it's not the worst. I was on 1.1 million. I've dropped down to about 1.2 million. I think it's not the worst. So with the chips I have, we could still use them and improve the team. Now, looking at the team for Game Week 30, the only letdown that I have up to this point is bringing in Luke Shaw. So I stayed away from Bruno Fernandes, which looks to have paid off. He didn't really do well in this double game 29, but I brought in Luke Shaw hoping that he can get me some points during my wildcard, but he's only returned a single point and he's flagged. So I could be looking to transfer out Luke Shaw and bring in maybe a Chelsea asset in Crocodilla who I can manage at this point, because Shaw is 5.2, Crocodilla is 5.0. So that's the only player that I can manage to bring into my team. But with Chelsea, they've got a change in manager and they play Wolves in Game Week 30, Brighton in 31, and then they blank in 32. So it's a very big decision that I'll have to make if I'm going to bring in a Chelsea asset, because at this point, I'm not sure who plays and who doesn't. But with Luke Shaw, the issue is United play Everton and then they play Nottingham Forest in the next two game weeks. They blank in Game Week 33, but I think the Everton at home and Nottingham Forest fixtures are the ones that we could look at, and those are the ones that I was actually looking at as good fixtures and hoping that maybe I could get a clean sheet in some of those. So it's a very tough one, but we'll see what happens with the press conferences. If Luke Shaw is really out for a long time, then there's someone that I could be looking at as a transfer out option in Game Week 30. Other than that, I'm looking at Grealish as someone that I could bring into my team. Man City play Southampton and then they play Leicester in Game Week 30 and 31. They blank in 32 and then they return in 33 against Arsenal, but Grealish has been in top form. He's been performing very well for the team, and the way City are playing right now, that Southampton and Leicester fixtures are the fixtures that we could actually expect some good results from Man City, and Grealish looks to be nailed on, and that's someone that I'm looking to try and bring into my team in the next few game weeks. So Grealish is my top target. Gabriel Jesus is also someone that I'm looking at. I think Arsenal have been good. He's returned from injury and had a very good game in 29. They play Liverpool in 30, West Ham in 31, and then they play Southampton in 32, but they play Man City in 33. So I'm looking at Arsenal assets. I'm thinking that maybe that Liverpool fixture is a difficult one, but West Ham and Southampton in the next two game weeks are very good fixtures, and Gabriel Jesus is someone that I could be looking to try and bring into my team. And finally, Wilson is the player that I could bring into my team as a differential. He's not highly owned. Newcastle play Brentford, Aston Villa, Tottenham and Everton in the next four game weeks. The way Newcastle have been performing, and after a very good performance from Wilson in Game Week 29, at Wilson's price point, that's someone that I could also be looking at to bring into my team and hope that they can help me with the rank in the next few game weeks. So these are the players that I'm looking at as my transfer picks for Game Week 30, but I'm looking to roll my transfers this game week and hope that when I hear the team news properly, then I can make the right transfers going forward. I don't want to knee-jerk into making changes into my team with players that I planned for the next 2-3 game weeks. So this is how my team should look in Game Week 30. I'll have Ederson in goal, who plays away at Southampton, hoping for a clean sheet from there. In defense, I'll have Robertson, who plays at home against Arsenal, Moreno, who plays at home against Nottingham Forest, and Luke Shaw at home against Everton. So depending on the press conferences to see how Luke Shaw is, I'm currently just leaving him in my team because at home against Everton you expect a clean sheet, but if he's not fit, then Dan Burn is someone that I could tend to. He plays away at Brentford, so I could have defense of Robertson, Moreno, Luke Shaw or Dan Burn. In midfield, I'll have Mitoma, who plays away at Tottenham, Salah at home against Arsenal, Rashford at home against Everton, Saka and Martinelli playing away at Liverpool. Now, with those two Arsenal assets, I'm just making the decision now, but I think Solanke plays against Leicester in game week 30. Leicester are not very good defensively, and Bournemouth could actually do better in that fixture. So Solanke could replace Saka or Martinelli, but I currently have those two Arsenal assets in my team. And up front, I'll have Holland, who plays away at Southampton, and Ollie Watkins, who plays against Nottingham Forest. So this is how the team should look in game week 30. Not a very bad team. I think I'm quite confident I can actually get some good points in game week 30. I think the only headache is with the captaincy. I've got Haaland as my top captain option. He's returned from injury, and he plays against Southampton, which sometimes can bleed a lot of goals, and they can also put up a fight. So Haaland is someone that I've got my captaincy on as things stand. But Ollie Watkins at home against Nottingham Forest is also another player that I could look at as a massive captain option. So Haaland is first. Ollie Watkins at home against Nottingham Forest is second. Third, I've got Rashford, who's playing at home against Everton. He hasn't been very good in the recent game weeks, but I think he's chipped in a goal and stuff like that. So I think Rashford should also be someone that I should look at as an option in game week 30. Now, finally, I've got Mo Salah, who plays at home against Arsenal. Now, with that one, I think it's quite a difficult one. On that one, it's just me banking on the fact that Liverpool play at home at Anfield against Arsenal. It's not really an easy fixture, but Liverpool could actually turn up any day, and if they do, Mo Salah could perform. So he's someone that I could look at as an option, but I don't think I'll be captaining Mo Salah at this point. I think I'll stick the captaincy on either Haaland or Ollie Watkins for me in game week 30, and that's it from me in this video. If you found the video helpful in any way, don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.